We're dropped into a wedding fair filled with happy couples, when No Ki-jun, played by Lee Dong-wook, comes bursting in to introduce a new product, divorce insurance. He explains to the confused crowd that divorce has become a common disaster and one that they must prepare for. The crowd is baffled that Ki-jun would promote divorce to newly engaged couples, but he makes the fair point that life insurance doesn't promote any bad fortune. He's just trying to help and encourages everyone to take advantage of it. This, naturally, leads to him and his team being chased out of the fair. We rewind to 3 months prior, when Ki-jun is still a struggling actuary trying to figure out his next project. He has a dream of his insurance idol asking him what his greatest risk in life was, and he wakes up knowing exactly what he wants to do. He hurries over to his workplace, plus general insurance, to pitch the idea of divorce insurance to his boss. His boss Na Dae-bok was literally just threatened with divorce over the phone, so this insurance idea is sounding mighty tempting. Ki-jun takes his time doing research and crunching numbers, and then he presents the project to the entire company. Some people are skeptical, but the presentation is able to convince team leader Na, whose divorcee life is flashing before his eyes. Project divorce insurance is a go. The next step is putting a task force together. Ki-jun approaches his prickly coworker An Jae-man, played by Lee Kwang-soo, who happens to be his childhood friend, as well as a fellow divorcee. The only way Jae-man will join the team, though, is if Ki-jun finally explains why he got divorced a whopping 3 times. Ki-jun's answers: X number 1 had different marriage views, X number 2 had different world views, and X number 3 had different life views. Jae-man looks at his friend like he's an idiot, but he holds up his part of the bargain and agrees to work with him. They seal the deal with some drinks. Now Ki-jun asks Jae-on, why did he get divorced? To which Jae-on replied that his ex-wife was an interior designer and one day she said that something is ruining the look of the house. When asked what she said, it is him and that they should get divorced. Elsewhere, we meet Kang Han-dul, played by Lee Ju-bin, an underwriter who is currently going through a messy divorce. The poor girl isn't used to grocery shopping for only one person and has to go around the store returning items. When she returns home, her ex is moving everything out, having left her with nothing but the apartment. It turns out that Han-dul's ex is a total tool. On top of being a cheating partner, he also bought the apartment on loans and purposely put it under her name. Rather than be concerned for her, he only worries about finding the missing screw to his bidet. Luckily, Han-dul has a good friend named Jo Ah-young, played by Chu So-yoon, who gets her hyped up for her upcoming interview at Plus General Insurance. Ah-young suggests that she should start anew and that she should ditch her sweet, reserved personality for a more edgy weirdo vibe. Later, Han-dul decides to stop moping and to take her old mattress out to the trash. This is, of course, right as a drunk Ki-jun comes stumbling over. Han-dul freaks out at the sight of him, falling backwards onto the mattress and pulling him down with her. If that wasn't awkward enough, a resident's sheet comes flying down and covers them just as a biker's radio starts playing jazzy "Let's Get It On" music. That earns Ki-jun and Han-dul a trip to the police station for public indecency. They bicker over who's at fault, but when Ki-jun gets a really good look at Han-dul, he recognizes her as the woman he saw crying at the grocery store. The memory reminds him of someone, so he gives in and apologizes. Outside the station, the couple agrees that it would be best if they don't meet again. Ki-jun notes that the chances of running into each other aren't likely, and that they have a better chance of running into an albino raccoon. In fact, they reunite not too soon after, when Ki-jun is doing interviews for his task force. Han-dul has dressed for the part of the edgy weirdo, but even so, Ki-jun sees the potential and brings her aboard. With that, the team makes up of Ki-jun, Jae-man, Han-dul, Ah-young, and team leader Na. However, team leader Na reveals that there's one more person they're waiting on, the assigned senior managing director. The director comes strutting into the building, coming face to face with the team in the elevator. To everyone's surprise, Ki-jun already knows who she is. It's none other than Jae-on Na-rae, played by Lee Da-hee, his ex-wife. The episode ends with Jae-on Na-rae smiling at them.